The Guardians are back, and boy is it an emotional ride. Let's get into it. Hello there, Clapperheads, and welcome to a brand new edition of ClapperCorns. I'm Nick Dorian. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Marvel's latest release, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, I hate to say it simply because everyone else seems to be saying it, but after seeing the film, I totally agree that this could possibly be the best Marvel film to come out since No Way Home or even Avengers Endgame. James Gunn has delivered a cinematic masterpiece in the form of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, I have to admit, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was fantastic, but Volume 2 kinda took a dip and made me trail off the Guardians franchise for a bit. So when the trailer came out for 3, I was like, you know what, alright, we'll go see it. But I was not fully prepared for what I was about to witness. Now, if you didn't know, and it's not a spoiler at all, but this is the closing chapter on the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think James Gunn knew what he wanted to do with it, and he wanted to close the book with a bang, and with a bang he did. There could not have been a better ending to be delivered than what James Gunn has delivered with this film. It's emotional, it's heartfelt, it's fun, it's exciting. It is everything all rolled into one neat masterpiece. I have to say, if you haven't seen the film yet, don't worry, I'm not going to give any spoilers away. This is going to be a very spoiler-free review, but I just have to share my thoughts on it because I need everybody to go and see this film, whether or not you're a Marvel fan. I think what makes this movie near perfect is the fact that it is beautifully written, almost like a painting. It is masterfully created and everything has a purpose, everything has a callback and there's a reason, and it beautifully ties it up, as I've said earlier. I think also another thing that I truly appreciate is the fact that while this is a Guardians film, the Guardians is almost like a B-plot in that sense. I mean, if you've seen the trailers, you know we're going to get a lot more of Rocket's story, and we've always wanted to see more of Rocket. Not to say that he was a one-dimensional character, but I knew there was something more to him. And this film has delivered on that story alone, and it's something that we all could connect to. It's something that will break your heart but lift your spirits all at the same time, and that's all I'm going to say about it without spoiling it for anybody. As much as this film is a lot of fun and has a killer soundtrack just like its predecessors, I feel this is the most grounded of the 3 films. Following the events of Avengers Endgame, there is of course a lot more grief, loss and abandonment at play here, and dealing with issues that are very, very real and relatable to a lot of us. And I think that's what makes this film work on so many levels. This is the team of misfits I think we can see each part of ourselves in. This is the family that we've always wanted, that will stick with us at the end of the day no matter what. If one goes down, we all go down. And I think that's what makes it so emotional this time around. And of course, none of that would work without the amazing cast at play here. I think after 3 movies, they really have bonded as a cast, and you see it on screen, and that's what makes it work even more. It's so natural, that teamwork, that family element is so evident here, that again, I can't stop saying this, but it makes it such an emotional ride. But a standout performance that I did not expect coming was Chukwudi Iwuji as the role of the High Evolutionary. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I had no clue about the High Evolutionary. I did not know anything about his character. But after watching this is one villain you would not want to mess with, and is strong and more ruthless than I think any of the villains we've seen in the past in the Marvel franchise. This is not one to mess with. At the end of the day, this is a film that perfectly caps off an entire franchise. It's sad that we have to say goodbye, but at the same time, this was the best way to do it. And so, Guardians of the Galaxy, we'll miss you, and I hope we'll get to see you again soon, someday, somehow. So do yourself a favor, go and catch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It's playing in cinemas all over the world at the moment. It is definitely something you don't want to miss, and a good farewell to the team that we love so much. And as always, you can check us out on all social media. It's all on the screen at the moment: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube. Make sure you follow all our social media for more updates. And I also co-host a pop culture podcast with Carl M. Baha and Amelia Chen called Geeks in Malaysia. We talk about everything and anything there is to do about pop culture. Movies, TV shows, video games, comic books, we talk about it all. And we've got a whole bunch of videos as well. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow all our social media down below. And not forgetting, I also write a few articles for the media outlet Goggler. They write some fantastic articles about film and TV shows, as well as interview Hollywood's top celebrities. So make sure you follow all their social media for more updates. Thank you so much again for watching. I am Nick Dorian, and as always, keep watching the movies.